Oh, yeah, it's my turn. It's
What are you looking at me for?
I forgot. I'm so just excited about having Art Conforti from Beneva Flowers. Mr. Flowers, he's the one who invented it. We'll be discussing with him shortly about Valentine's Day and business propositions and a whole lot of stuff. It's Afternoons with Jake and Fletch. It's our Girls Gone Wild Wednesday edition. It is our Valentine's Day special as well. It's Jake and Fletch along with our producer, Mr. Michael Plath. Arthur, how are you today?
I'm just having a great time. How could you have anything but a great time being with this group?
Oh,
It's wonderful being here.
It is therapy. When we leave, before we come in here, we're in miserable moods. We're fine during the show. 5 minutes after we leave here, 5 after 4, we're miserable again.
Valet took care of my car. That was all right?
You had to.
Some guy just came over here to give me the keys.
Sorry, that
was
vehicle
valet,
would
wasn't
be
it?
gone at this point.
There's no valet?
No, there is no valet, sweetheart.
You know,
Sorry.
I don't even know where to begin with this stuff because there's so much to talk about. First, explain a little bit about this beautiful flower, the rose, 5.5 feet tall.
It's the world's tallest rose. It's grown in Ecuador, Quito, the capital of Ecuador. It's grown between 2 volcanoes in a very unique setting because the reason that roses can never grow this tall is because eventually the wind gets a hold of them and they snap. This is just very, very unusual. The shipping and process of getting these roses to the country is unbelievable because it's got to be in a 7-foot box, which is over the standards, which makes it extremely difficult and challenging and expensive to ship. Think about
how
it,
did you
7
pull it
foot
off?
Box.
So how'd you pull it off?
Well, we did. We made arrangements with Ecuador, with farms over there, and it's just a very, very specialized shipment.
You got contacts, don't you?
We're sold out. You know that?
Well,
we're sold out. Valentine's Day Sunday, we're sold out.
Of these
Can't get another
roses.
one.
Saved one just for you.
That's
You
yours.
are so precious.
How do you
That's for you.
did you do research on this flower? Do you look for something different every Valentine's Day?
Always. You know, Valentine's is about making a statement, and a lot of times we're the messenger, and flowers are just a beautiful way to do it. There's nothing better than hand-delivered. To hand those to you and look at the expression on your face is priceless.
Stunned. I was absolutely
It was like a
stunned.
surprise party. You didn't know how to react.
Mean, it's not like you get flowers in a box and here it is, start assembling them. I mean, this is just personalized service, and that's what we do, and we carry a message with them. And having a flower that exceptional is something that makes you remember this Valentine. Trust me, anyone that's receiving this rose will never forget this Valentine
Where do you
Day.
put it?
That's my question is, what am I going to do with it? Because I just have the normal size vases.
Vase.
Vase. I don't think it
Vase or
matters.
vase?
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
Tomato, I will be happy to take care of that for you. We have specialized vases, though. They're about 3 foot tall.
Oh, my goodness.
We have very special vases for those. And they have to be thick, too, because, when they start moving around, if you have the thin glass, then they're easy to break. So
topple over.
we do have special vases
If
for those.
kept correctly, how long will they stay like that?
Believe it or not, we've got a guy right now. His name is Ken Ziff in Sarasota. He bought them, and he just emailed me. He's on 2 weeks he's had them, and they look like that.
Really?
Now, I don't want to be held to that. I'm going to tell people a week like we normally do, but he's on 2 weeks. And
It
he
depends
told
on
me
where
it's
you
still
put them
looking
in
like
your
that.
home. You don't want to put them by a window where they're going to be in direct sun, right? Or
Well,
anything
she's
like
smart. She's right, though.
I've learned
She
this
works with
because I
me.
You
killed
want to
it
know the other thing is
out
air
of the
vents.
light, yeah.
Air vents. If you put
keep
it
'em
under an air vent and air just keeps blowing on it, it will also exhaust the rose.
Has anybody bought a dozen of those?
Yeah, we have over a dozen orders.
How do you price something like that?
They're $395 for a dozen.
Oh my God!
But think about the vase that it's going to go in.
Do
Now, it's
you
not
realize
just the
what
rose.
he just gave you?
Yes, I'm blushing.
1/12 of $400 right there, baby.
Can you at least take off the sweatshirt for her?
Come on.
The roses themselves are $25. So many people just
Beautiful.
buy one. I'll tell you, for $25, it makes a statement. So they are affordable. You can get 3 in a vase, but to do the dozen, they have to be in a cylinder that's this tall. Now, just the cylinder itself is $95.
Oh, I'm sure.
Then you have to design the curling willow and the branches and the design, and then they have to be actually put together on location. So we arrive at your office.
You arrive and you assemble
and then
it
they
at the
assemble
home.
them right in front of
Wow.
you because it's just that big.
That's just amazing.
Beneva Flowers, they go above and beyond. We got you for a couple of segments. Everybody knows Art Conforti. Everybody knows Beneva Flowers. I know that you come from New York. You didn't do flowers, Jersey wannabes.
Jeez.
Where do the Jets play? At Giant Stadium. Correct. Go ahead. Continue.
So anyway, how did you get into flowers when you came down here? What made the decision?
My father was a florist in the Bronx, 35 years. That was his profession. And as I was going through school, he always told me to learn a trade. He said you'd never be hungry. And I think it was the best advice he gave me. They retired to Sarasota. I came down to visit. I loved it here. I said, geez, if we could
What year
just
was
make a living. This was about 1985. I got a job with Scat, drove a Scat bus for 3 years, and I sold hot dogs with the hot dog stand. And because I couldn't have a hot dog for lunch and I couldn't afford to be able to go out to all the different restaurants, bottom line, I think in business in general, when you find a solution for a need, you find a solution for success. You have to find a need. You have to have the solution for a need, and that was a need at the time. We didn't have hot dog stands. The hot dog stand did wonderful. Weenies on Wheels. We had a Dogaholic discount card. We sold some breads. If you bought 8 hot dogs, you got one free.
I love it.
And then we opened up the flower shop, and then one customer at a time, we just grew our business.
But it's things like that with the Dogaholic and all that. You have, I mean, great for the community. You have great marketing ideas as well. They're fresh, they're fun, and people enjoy them.
You know, you react to the situation. Sometimes over-planning isn't a good thing. You have to see the environment that you're in and react to it. And many times that's how you find success.
Okay, let me ask you this in regards to Valentine's Day. What's it like, this year and last year in regard to the economy? Are people still splurging and going all out? What's the most popular flower? Are they going for the more inexpensive? I mean, what's the trend been like?
You know, the people that are buying roses are still buying roses. The next most popular flower, believe it or not, is the tulip.
Really?
Oh, didn't I mention that yesterday? Love the name.
Not tulips.
Yeah, I know.
Tulip.
You're right. He was being disgusting. I know.
I know, Jay. Yeah, Jake. So the thing is, the roses are still popular, and for those that are on a budget, we have something for everybody, and that's what's really the key, is to be affordable. I mean, you can get an arrangement from us for $25 to $30, and we'll deliver it for you. You can get a dozen roses. You can get a dozen roses in Mikasa crystal. You can get the 6-foot rose, 5-foot rose. It's up to you. Why should we, judge what you want? So basically, you tell us what you're looking for, what you're looking to create, and it's our job to be able to find that niche for everybody.
And we're talking about Arc 40 beneath the flowers. I would say that probably you consider yourself somewhat of an artist when it comes to flowers. You must love when somebody walks in and says, Art, just make me something special. And this time, you have a chance to be really creative.
That's the ultimate credit, is you're trusting me. Flowers unfortunately aren't something you think about until you need them. And to be able to trust me to say, Art, here's $40, make me something beautiful. Art, here's $100. Whatever it is, it's not the dollar amount. It's the fact that you're trusting me to convey your message to somebody special for a special occasion. That means a lot to us. And that's how we handle our weddings as well. Weddings is a tremendous trust level. And when we're with the bride, it's not about a package. It's not about this and that. It's about trusting us to give you what you're looking for. And then we'll discuss what price range you're in, and we'll make it work.
Well, it's one of them, because I love roses, and I also love lilies, and I believe
that's number 3. It's for Valentine's Day. It's roses, it's tulips, and then it's lilies.
How are the lilies doing with the cold weather? I mean, do you have an abundance of lilies, or is that hurt them?
The lilies come out of California.
Okay.
The roses are what got affected.
Oh,
now,
okay.
a lot of people got cut short on their rose orders because of the freeze in Ecuador.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes sense. Yeah.
We talked about it earlier with Valentine's coming up, and the way people buy flowers. And I asked, does somebody come in and send flowers to themselves? Does that kind of happen?
I just had an order this morning. That's funny you should ask that.
Really?
Yes, because she was in a relationship and it's now off, and she doesn't want to be without flowers. She doesn't want anyone to think that she's not in a relationship anymore. So basically, she sent herself a bouquet from a secret admirer.
And she sent it to the workplace. Obviously, see,
you're like a bartender.
You're a therapist.
Yeah, you listen to this. Yeah, no, I do.
We have to keep trade secrets, but I will tell you that people do send them to themselves. Yes.
And one more off the wall question: the X bouquets. You know what I'm talking about? Do you guys do that?
What's that? I've never heard of that.
The X bouquet. You send them black roses or dead flowers or stuff like that.
We have had requests for dead flowers. We really have. I'll tell you the best story, though.
We don't have any dead flowers in our shop.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know I won't do it, because how do I know that you're not going to? I mean, so you get the dead flowers, you get the joke, then Jake walks by and says, look at those dead flowers. Where'd you get those? Oh,
Beneva Flowers sent them to me.
We just don't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
What I did have one day is we do have steak and lobster dinners and all sorts of seafood that we can send people. I had a lady on her ex-husband's birthday, want me to send a blue crab live. Please put it in the bag and let him reach down and grab it.
Holy cow!
$100
Can you
to have
be
blue
liable
crabs.
for that without putting a note in there?
There
Danger-
has to be, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what we did was we had the company go, no, it's in a box and it says live crab in here.
Okay.
But the idea of it
Okay.
being a blue crab and aggressive is what she wanted because she hated him so much. Basically, it's one of the things that the florists do best is really react to the. We're almost like a concierge service. Tell us what you're looking
Yeah.
for. Don't hold back. You'd be surprised what your local florist can do.
We're going to talk about gifts and stuff like that. We're looking forward to having you in studio.
The flowers of death. I still can't get past.
Because I'm excited to find out what you got specifically for men. And do men like flowers out there? We got to. I mean, you can start with that right now if you want, Art. As far as men, what is the main thing for a woman that you would think that a man likes? I know I'm not a big flower guy for myself, and that's where I'll tell you about the business proposition when we come back from the break.
Do men like flowers? People like to be recognized at work, and many times the embarrassment factor means a lot for the woman. That's why we say it's Valentine's Day. It's about letting people know that they are special and somebody was thinking of them. So it's not a male or female thing, not at all. It's definitely
you
acceptable.
do balloons though and things like
we
that.
have balloons. We have champagne. We've got
Yeah.
Godiva chocolates. There's plants. I mean,
Godiva
oh, now you tell me.
I
love it all.
Before we go to break, tell us you had a women quartet come into the store that is going to be on your Facebook, right?
How wonderful. It should be up in the next 20 minutes. They're called Just For Now. They are a quartet. These ladies go out to nursing homes. They deliver flowers. They deliver dinners to people that can't go out and get them for themselves to recognize anniversaries or special events or birthdays. And they bring them to them. They volunteer their services. They sing to them. And they are really spectacular.
What do they sing to you?
They sang It Had to Be You.
Oh.
And I
That's
just
so
responded with how lucky can one guy be. I mean, come on, I have 4
Absolutely
beautiful ladies
fabulous.
singing to me at my store, and they come in every Valentine's Day and they sing to our staff.
What do they call it? Like for men, it's barbershop quartet. Do they call it a salon quartet or something for women?
Yeah, that's a good question. I kept asking, what is this all about? She goes, it's just for now. So it was wonderful.
Just for now. Interesting.
And we really enjoyed that. And I think it's a great service. And, people can actually have their flowers delivered. We had Elvis delivering roses last year.
Oh, that's cute. Well, we're going to get some more ideas from you, and I also want to know maybe if you want to think about what's the most creative thing you've sent to a loved one on Valentine's. Since you're kind of the master of this, I'd
Right.
like to hear the master in getting really creative.
And do you get any egotistical guys who might come in there and say, you know what, Art, just let me design my own, and just whatever the bill is, the bill is. Do they come in there and take the flowers and start putting a bouquet together?
Never.
Never. I wouldn't.
They don't want to do that.
No.
Nope.
That's a difficult thing to do, first of all.
What's important is that they want to be recognized. People send flowers for recognition, and sometimes people feel the more they spend, and it's not the case. It's just being creative. Let us help you with the card message. Let us help you create something. The person you like Godivas. We have Godivas. We have $9.95 boxes of Godiva. You don't have to
Really?
spend $50. We have $50. We have
you have
Dom
the
Perignon.
small-
We have
yeah.
champagne in every price. We have wine, a little bottle of wine, 1 single rose, 2 little glasses can
That's
say
all you need to
it
do.
could speak volumes.
He's
Exactly.
a bright,
But you have to let us
successful
know.
New Jerseyan. That's what he is. New Yorker wannabe. It's Art Conforti from Beneva Flowers in studio. We'll continue the conversation. It's Afternoons with Jake and Fletch right here on A Girls Gone Wild Wednesday, 1280 WTMY.
Radio is local broadcasters
Radio keeps its eye on local events.
serving local communities.
It's here. It's now. It's fresh. It's wow.
Whoa, what's up with that?
It's Afternoons with Jake and Fletch. 3 hours of He Said, She Said with a special blend of ingredients rolled up into one tight, live local radio show.
It's amazing.
Broadcasting from the above-ground basement studios of AM 1280 WTMY. With your hosts, Jake Jacobson
with his amazing talent and charisma.
and Christy Fletcher.
Oh, I like this girl.
But wait, there's more.
Your afternoons will never be the same.
Get ready.
Here's Jake and Fletch.
All right, it's hour number 3 of this fabulous Girls Gone Wild Wednesday. Afternoons with Jake and Fletch, along with our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Michael
Pardon
Platt.
me, Mommy.
Thank you. Art Conforti's getting me nervous. He's Beneva Flowers. He's got food that he's showing me on his BlackBerry. Very nice. Next time you come in with flowers for Fletch, bring him some Philly cheesesteak for me.
Ooh, Philly cheesesteak.
What
Don't
I-
forget Mikey.
Tomorrow, and of course, Mikey. Tomorrow, Fletch and I, and Friday, we're going to be at the Greek. Where is it? The Greek Festival.
The Greek Glendy Festival.
The Greek
St.
Glendy, a
Barbara.
passport to a Grecian holiday. This is the 26th anniversary celebration. It's at St. Barbara Orthodox Church, 7671 North Lockwood Bridge Road. And you can check out the website at St. Barbara Festival. That's just ST. So stbarbarafestival.org. I was just talking to Jerry Shames in his office, and he said, "Girl, you've been in Sarasota how long, and you've never been to this festival?"
That's what he said to me. I've never been there. Art, have you ever been to the Greek festival?
I would love to. I love Greek food.
Are you coming out? You going to come out to
Did you know
see
anything
us?
about it?
No. That's this weekend, isn't it?
It starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Well, come out Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, come out and see us tomorrow. You like
You
shawarma
can get
and
food.
falafel and all that good
and
stuff?
ouzo. And then that's the challenge. Drink a glass of ouzo and see if you can talk 5 minutes after you drank a glass of ouzo.
Now, that's a licorice tasting
Well, it's
liqueur, right?
no, I don't know.
More anise. Anise? More
Anise, more anise. I haven't had it in years.
Tastes like licorice, I'm telling you.
Is-
Art,
is
you're
it-
an alcoholic.
No, I'm the alcoholic. Thank you very
I'm
much.
sorry.
She
You're
gets
a
all mad.
wineaholic. You're
I am just a wineaholic.
and a complainaholic and a...
She likes wine. She likes chocolates. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Flowers and big
flowers. What a
tall
combination.
roses.
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
Anyway, lots of food and festivities out there. So we'll be out there
Yeah.
live Thursday and Friday.
Tomorrow and Friday from 1 to 4. Coming up at 3:25, by the way. You want to get on a cruise for free? Daniel Hall and Gid Poole will tell us. That's coming up at 3:25. And 3:45, Psychology of Sports with Dr. Leah Lagos. And we'll be talking about athletes' attention to Twitter and the risks involved.
And Jersey Ed called in over the news.
Yes.
With Valentine's wishes, and I got to try to get this right. This is his, not mine. He says, roses are red, violets are blue, Fletchy's a catch, but Jake I can't take.
Where is the rhyme with Jake I can't take?
I don't know.
And Jake
Yeah,
and Take.
but that doesn't sound right, Art.
I kind of like it.
Where's the gong?
Hey, it's not mine. It's not mine.
Gong,
We're-
gong, gong.
All right, Art Conforti from Beneva Flowers in studio, getting just a history of Beneva Flowers, when it started, where it's at now. I have a business proposition because we were talking about, do men like flowers? Men go in there, they start putting things together, have you create this great, gorgeous bouquet of flowers for their favorite gal or guy or whatever. So I was thinking, because you do have a lot of the flowers that sit in these kind of ventilated cases, boxes, glass containers, what are they called?
That would be a cooler.
Refrigerator.
Don't you have... If you go...
He's like,
What
are
in
you
the world
serious?
are you asking me?
Don't you have flowers in these like window containers that are kind of cool. Like a refrigerator?
Like a refrigerator.
To keep them fresh,
Correct.
right?
Cooler.
Why don't you, for the guys, so the girls come in and open up a Beneva Flowers and cigars, so women can come in there? Because I was telling Fletch, what would I like for Valentine's Day? It is a girls' day, but if my wife was to get me anything, I think I'd like some cigars. So you basically deal with everything. I mean, you're telling us you're sending out lobsters and crabs and all that.
You know, I think technically we are licensed to sell cigars with our wine license. I'm not sure.
Okay.
With the Tobacco Commission, but I'm not sure the rules about cigars. I know, like, we can't carry liquor, but we can carry wine. But I believe we could possibly sell cigars. I've just never entertained the idea, but maybe like a little humidor with some cigars in it as an option for men. I think that's a great idea.
Seriously?
I really do.
Okay.
I always thought if I had enough space, a cappuccino area would be nice. So if you got
Oh, my
cappuccinos,
God, yes.
cigars, a couple desserts, flowers, I mean, anything to just keep people coming in, because
Sure.
we have people that just stop in. They're locals in the area. They buy flowers every week. The preventative maintenance bouquets. You get a little something every week. You just keep yourself out of trouble. Don't wait till you just had a bad golf outing. You went out and drank the night away, come in Sunday morning saying, I need help. You know, I mean, let's try the preventative maintenance every Friday. Get your flowers,
That
so they
is
come in
too
every
funny.
week. So wouldn't it be nice to be able to have a cappuccino and possibly a cigar? I agree with you. I think that would be a great idea.
And not only that, let's say you want to send a guy flowers and you want to attach, you come up with some gimmicky way to attach these
maybe
cigars.
like a nice little rose with a box of cigars. I mean, sure.
Yeah, make it more
special.
manly,
Absolutely.
a little more manly, because I know you guys do flowers with the stuffed animals attached.
We have a stuffed animal that you can actually record a message in and we'll send send it. For people like overseas, how wonderful. You have a daughter, right? You're overseas, and we're sensitive to these type of situations. Well, not only can they send their little girl a little something for Valentine's Day, but Dad can actually record a 10-second message in a cute little teddy bear, and we will attach it to the flowers and send it to her. When she squeezes it, she hears her dad's voice.
That is too
Isn't that nice?
cute.
But that's what we're good at. And an idea like the cigar, I think, is a one. As a matter of fact, I will be working on that on the way back to see if that's an option for us. I think it's great. We'll call it Jake's Cigars.
He's shut.
Now he gets a piece of it. He gets a piece of it.
Instead
I'm
of
going to
calling
snip
it
the end and send it over. The cigar, here's your piece.
the Jewish cigar, there you go. No longer Macanudo.
I love it. It's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a Jaconudo.
It's a Maccabee.
A Jaconudo?
Yeah, instead of Macanudos, which is one of the other
Okay, well,
cigars.
since we're talking about wonderful ideas, I mean, my big question is Valentine's Day falls on a Sunday. But you guys, I imagine, are going to be delivering all day long. How does that work?
Well,
when it's
you
a
know, the
Sunday?
people will still want to be recognized at work. A lot of the delivery, we're running some tabulations across the industry. We're finding that about 50% of the entire delivery load is being done on Friday. Thursday and Friday. A lot of people are getting them on Thursday because you don't know what time they're going to arrive on Friday.
Right.
So if you want to be early, you're much better off asking for a Thursday delivery so your Valentine has the whole weekend to enjoy the flowers, take her out to dinner, and at Madison's is offering a special deal on roses for the table with the reservation.
Oh, that's very
wow.
nice.
So
Very nice idea.
Art Conforti, Beneva Flowers, Valentine's Day right around the corner. Is it too late to come up with some extravaganza? If somebody calls you now and says, I'm panicking, I got nothing, can you do something for me?
Jake, I got to tell you, this is the toughest holiday in the flower industry.
bet.
Because there's a lot of emotions that ride on this. There's relationships that ride on it. You know, if you don't get this holiday down right, or you're late with the flowers, or you missed that recipient, you could be responsible for that relationship.
That's it.
And people aren't
True.
very pleasant about that phone call. So it's very important to us to get our deliveries out timely. So we ask and we beg people everywhere, just please, if you're going to order flowers, just order them early. Get your order in as soon as possible so we can be effective for you.
Art, it's like a supermarket, or you're ordering products, inventory. How many years did it take you to realize that you're ordering correct amounts of flowers coming in so you don't get stuck with flowers that aren't being bought?
Jake, it's a great question. You never know. You have to just look at reports from years past and try to guesstimate. That's all you can really do. And then obviously by promoting and being fair with your price but exceptional with your quality, you're going to find that it's going to continue to grow. So if the worst case scenario is you ran out, you took care of all those people that ordered early, and that's most important. And you just keep begging your customers to please order early.
What is it, Pro Flowers, the ones you do over the phones?
Pro Flowers, FTD.com, shipping flowers over the
How does
boxes.
that, and how does that, I don't know, does it affect your business positively or negatively, or you don't even,
You know, anytime somebody has a less than wonderful experience with flowers, we all suffer for it. And many people don't realize when they order with Pro Flowers that the flowers are arriving in a box. FTD.com is showing $29.99 roses, but they're going to say these will be shipped. Well, shipped means they're going to be in a box with a vase. Oh, free vase. Wow, that's news. I mean, imagine having flowers sent to the office without a vase. They all come with a vase. Now, unless you're getting a 6-foot rose.
Exactly. That's a little bit different.
But really, the thought of sending flowers in a box to me is absolutely hideous. I mean, you don't realize that the person on the other end's not getting the picture you're seeing because those flowers have to be assembled.
Well, that's the problem. I hate to interrupt, but
You're right.
there is truth in that, because I have gotten flowers in a box, and not to say that they weren't lovely, but I had to do all the snipping and the trimming of the thing,
You're
and then I had
right.
to, that's work. I hate to tell you, you got to run them under the water.
Oh,
you
it's
got
a
to snip
killer.
the right about.
Oh, and it's hard. Some of those stems, if you don't know how to cut them right, it's brutal on your hand.
Let's go back to what she started her conversation, her sentence with. They were nice, but.
Yeah,
So
they
the
were nice,
person that
but,
sent them got a phone call saying, "Thank you, the flowers are pretty." When they hang up, it's like, all right, now what do I do? Oh, that's why the hammer's here. I got it. So you got to bust it open. You have to take out everything. You put it in there, and trust me, it doesn't ever show up like the florist would have arranged it.
Oh, probably not.
And
no.
by the time you paid your $30 plus your shipping, did you really save any money?
And it's not, as you said, the personal touch. Art, we're coming up. We got a couple of minutes before we end this segment, which is great. And hopefully we'll get you on as more holidays, Mother's Days, Father's Days, and stuff like this. And that's what I want you to, in the last minute or so, give us your website. You mentioned you got a lot more than flowers. Tell the listening audience more about Beneva Flowers.
Jake, thank you. Just Beneva.com. You're in points with every purchase. We have beautiful redemption values for everyone to be able to get a little bit of something with every purchase. We want to make sure that people get the maximum value, but trust in the fact that when you order with Beneva Flowers, you're always going to get an exceptional product that's going to outlast exceeding your expectations really says it all. when you have an option and you see a deal that's too good to be true, just be aware of the fact that it probably is. I mean, we would never stick short stem roses in a box and ship them. Hand delivered, get the message out, do it right, let the recipient really enjoy the gift that you intended them to have.
Well, and I will give a testimonial for you guys, because you guys saved my tail about 3 or 4 years ago. This was a gift for a boss's birthday, and I was sort of a new employee, and I wasn't aware that it was her birthday until way late, and I found out from her husband that she liked lilies. So I called Beneva Flowers specifically and said, I can
no need for tears. We'll deliver.
You please do this? And you guys put together, and she was just beaming, and this was at the center of her desk for the whole day. And you guys put it together, and you were like, "Don't worry, Miss Fletcher, we got it. No, we'll have it to her on her birthday."
We deliver 24 hours a day.
So it's Sunday delivery too.
Late.
So for folks that are late, also prolonging the flowers, the road. Can you drop an aspirin in, or is that a myth?
It's just glucose, basically sugar. Put a little bit of sugar in the water, and you'll find that the flowers will last just beautifully. Give them a fresh cut every couple of days.
Okay, yeah.
He invented the flower shop. It's Beneva Flowers, Beneva.com.
As far as we're concerned, he did.
We love you. Thank you. You're here because I know you, and if I didn't like you and I didn't like your product and what you can do, you wouldn't be in the studios with us. You are the best. If anybody goes anywhere else but Beneva Flowers, they're making a mistake.
Pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for the
guys.
flowers. Thanks for my.
Thank you for my beautiful rose.
Hope you enjoy it.
Spectacular.
And I got a Dunkin' Donut gift card that
he
says
knows
the
how to
Jets
please.
on it.
Rose for me, food for you.
And pictures of more food.
And pictures
of
on
more
his
food.
BlackBerry. Anyway, Art Conforti, Beneva Flowers, Beneva.com. When we come back, Kid Pool, Daniel Hall will talk about, I don't know, taking a cruise for free. How can you do it? Listen when we come back. Afternoons with Jake and Fletch. Girls Gone Wild Wednesday edition, 1280 WTMY. 1280 WTMY. 1280 WTMY. 1280 W.
If it opens up quickly, so be it. I don't want to be like every other rose and every other flower shop down the street.